Hey everyone, welcome to a new segment on the channel called Dad Mod. Today we're going to try and repair two different Joy-Cons from one console with two different issues. So this is my Nintendo Switch right here, and the reason I actually have these new shells on my Switch is because I needed to take the left Joy-Con apart since my ZL button stopped functioning due to a drop. So I ordered the component on the inside, replaced that, and while I was at it, I was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and replace the shells. So now I have these cool wood grain looking Joy-Cons. Also, I have already replaced my back plate once before. Here is my original back plate. The reason I did that is because there was a chip, and I wanted to, keep a pristine looking Switch. So I went ahead and ordered this one. It looks really good. So what we're gonna do today is, this is my daughter's Switch, and even using this silicone case, it still got damaged. I know a lot of people out there will probably have the same issue. There's this one where the Joy-Con no longer locks into place on the Switch. You don't have to press that button. It just slides right out. So the fix for that is we got some replacement locks. We're going to do that today. On another occasion that the Switch was dropped, it damaged the right joystick. So she can no longer go left or right. It only registers up and down, and you cannot press the button. So you cannot press R. Well, the right joystick. You can still press R. That still functions. All the other buttons still work pretty good. So we're gonna take apart these Joy-Cons and replace the parts. So here are some replacement joysticks and some replacement locks. These are metal, where the ones that come with the Joy-Cons are plastic. So if it does get dropped, it will chip off the plastic. So that's what causes the Joy-Con from slipping out. It no longer locks into place. So hopefully these do a much better job of keeping the Joy-Cons in place. So let's get to it. Okay, so first things first, let's take the Joy-Cons off. Or we'll do one at a time. We'll do this one first. So this one is the locking mechanism that's the issue. So let's take it apart. Much easier if we use the tools that are provided. Alright, so the part that we're trying to replace is right in here. It's that little gray clip right in there. So we need to remove this one, this screw right here. So the left and right locking mechanism differ from each other. So we gotta make sure we're putting in the right one, or the left one, actually. The correct one, which would be the left one. Yeah, this just goes right back in this way. Screw the spring goes right in here. Right in there we go. That goes right back in there. This screw goes right in here. So here we have, you can see the metal now. Hopefully, push it in just like that, and it should prevent locks perfectly in place. You can no longer push it out without pressing this button on the back. Can't take it out, push the button. Perfect. And with the old clip, I mean, it hardly looks like there's any damage on it at all. There's a tiny little chip right there where it would catch, and that prevents it from locking in place properly. That tiny little imperfection causes the Joy-Cons not to lock. So now we have a metal clip in place on this Joy-Con. Although this Joy-Con still locks, we'll go ahead and replace that when we're in there replacing the joystick. So let's get started on that one. So first, we'll go ahead and take the thumb grip protector off, and we will need the tri-wing screwdriver. Alright, so it looks like to get to what we need, we're going to need to remove 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 screws. There might be a screw underneath this battery, but it's stuck on there with an adhesive. So let's remove these screws first and go from there. Okay, we might be able to do this without taking too much apart. Okay, that wasn't too bad. So this is the broken joystick. You can kind of hear it. So thankfully, instead of having to take this whole thing apart and replacing different parts, we actually have an entire unit that we can put in there. And I believe both of these are the same. They're cross-compatible from what I understood. Yep, exactly the same. Alright, so let's try and wiggle this thing in there. Oh yeah, I like the way that sounds already. Okay, and then this ribbon goes right in here and then closes. Okay, that was an ordeal. But I was able to get the ribbon back into place. Put the gold screws back in. Okay, so we now have that working. And we'll go ahead and replace. Nothing's wrong with this clip, but for the sake of uniformity, we're going to go ahead and replace it as well. Okay, so I don't know what happened, but my camera stopped recording, and I didn't realize until I was editing that I don't have the last half of the video. But anyway, I was able to get the ribbon back in. I was able to get the Joy-Con working, and all the buttons work. However, I did have to calibrate the joystick in order for it to actually start functioning properly. I got a little scared that it was busted because it wasn't registering an up or down motion. But after calibrating it, it did start working. So I gave it back to Lorelei, and she's been playing, and it's been working really good, like new. Let me see. So you can't play right now, Lorelei, because it looks like you got kicked out last time because you don't finish the matches. But walk around and look. Use this one. Use this one to look up and down and stuff, so we can see if the joystick works now. Look around. Up and down. And then push in. Does it click good?
Did you hear that sound?
Yeah. Did it used to do that before?
I showed Auntie that I didn't do that before.
No. Did it do that anymore, Lorelei? No. Why? What happened?
Because I dropped it.
You dropped it. Does it work now? Yeah. All right. So what do we say?
Bye.
You want to watch Netflix again? Okay. Bye.